Shalom Aleichem, family. I want to give all praises to our Father, to the Creator, UncoveredTRUTH, Yahweh. And I want to give all praises for Him sending His Son, UncoveredTRUTH, Bet No Sophie, UncoveredTRUTH. That's Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, the Son of Man, who has spoken to us so clearly here in these last days. With that being said, I'm your brother Shem Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, the priest, the prophet, and judge. Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life, and that's what I'm here doing. You can verify that in 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 15. Praise Yahweh. Welcome back, family. Welcome to Yahweh Ben Yahweh's Uncovered Files broadcasting system, where we uncover the files, where we uncover information that nobody want to touch on in this very unique way. Praise Yahweh. Today we're going to be going over some scriptures that are undeniable when it comes to Yahweh Ben Yahweh. It's right here in the book. It's been here in the book the whole while. And that's the reason why the government wanted to distort his message, distort his coming, distort this big event that was supposed to take place here in our lifetime. And with that being said, let us open up to the book of St. Luke, chapter 9. And we're going to start at verse 18, because this particular topic is surrounded around the subject of Yahweh Ben Yahweh calling himself Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the Son of God. And we're going to parallel what happened 1900 years ago to what's happening now today in our lifetime concerning this one man that was prophesied and written in the book to come. Praise Yahweh. Luke chapter 9 verse 18. Luke chapter 9 verse 18. And it reads, "And it came to pass, as he was alone praying, his disciples were with him. And he asked them, saying, Who say the people that I am?" Question. So here it is, brothers and sisters. The subject came up. The topic came up concerning who he was. That was the question. Whom say the people that I am? Because he wanted to know. He wanted to know, hey man, what do people say about me? Who they think I am? And this is their response. They answering said, John the Baptist, but some say Elijah, and others say that one of the old prophets is risen. Stop right there. So their answer was, hey man, you look like you could be John the Baptist. Because remember, John the Baptist was thrown in prison. Or he had his head, he was beheaded. You understand? So they thought he was John the Baptist. But some said he was Elijah. Some thought he was Elijah that was to come. And others say that one of the old prophets is risen. And other people say, I don't know, man. It seemed like he got the spirit of one of them old prophets. He sound like Moses or somebody. Praise Yahweh. So they had all these answers to who they thought he was. And he comes back and asks them another question. But whom say you that I am? All right, I know what they saying. I know what everybody else say. I know what everybody else is thinking about who I am. But I'm asking you today, brothers and sisters. This is the question to you today. But whom say you that I am? Stop right there. Who y'all think Yahweh ben Yahweh is? Because we reading about a man 1900 years ago who was going through this same situation. And here it is, 1900 years later, a man named Yahweh ben Yahweh pop up on the scene doing the same thing. And the question is, who do you say that he is? What y'all gonna call him? Some of y'all say he's a murderer. Some of y'all say he's a criminal. Some of y'all say he's just another brother just like us. He's just another regular Hebrew Israelite. Some of y'all say that man is a lunatic. So the question again, who do you say that he is? Because we're going to be clearing all that up today. Read. Peter answered and said, the Christ of God. Stop right there. So Peter, out of his own mouth, said, you know, I know everybody else saying who they think you are, but me personally, I think that you are the Christ. I think you are the one who we've been waiting on. They might be confused about who you are at your coming, but I say that you are the Christ of God, who is Yahweh. I think you Yahweh's Messiah. Because that's the name we're going to be using to make reference to the God of Israel, Yahweh. And I know that's a very, very touchy name and topic for a lot of my Hebrew Israelite brothers out there who can't wake up and understand those 4 letters that Yahweh ben Yahweh came revealing and teaching us in. The 4 letters. These same 4 letters that's right here on this ring. Yod, He, Wav, He. The Tetragrammaton. The ineffable name. The unspoken name. The name that was too holy and sacred to be uttered by the Jewish scholars. They didn't want this name uttered. Why? Because they didn't want a certain group of people to find out about their God. To find out about the one who would come for us, teaching us about these 4 letters and about this name, Yod, He, Wav, He, Yahweh. So as we see here in verse 20, we're still in St. Luke chapter 9, verse 20. We see that Peter answers was, man, you the Christ, the Son of Yahweh. That's who I say you are. You the Son of Yahweh. Verse 21. And he straitly charged them and commanded them to tell no one that thing. Stop right there. So here it is, brothers and sisters. The one you call Jesus. The one you call Yahshua HaMashiach. The one you call Yeshaya. Yahawashai. Whatever you call him, however you call him, brothers and sisters, that's not what I'm here for today. I'm not here today to discuss what you call him. We're here to discuss who is he? Who do you say he is? Praise Yahweh. Because at this particular time, the man that we have recorded here, he said, charge no man. He said, charge them and command them. See, this was a commandment. He commanded them to tell no man that thing. Don't go around telling people that I'm the Christ. Don't go around telling people that I'm the one. You understand, brothers and sisters? This is what the man Yahshua, who you have recorded as Jesus, this is what he was saying 1900 years ago. Well, don't go around telling nobody that thing. That I'm the Christ. Stop right there, brothers and sisters. Let's jump down to verse 22. So as he went, he said, look, man, don't tell nobody that. And look what he says in verse 22. the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected of the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, and be slain and be raised the third day. Did you hear what they said? After he told them, don't go around saying that thing. He commanded them, hey, look, don't go around telling people that I'm the Christ. Don't go around telling people that I'm the Son of God. 1900 years ago. And he goes on to say, because the Son of Man, the Son Yahweh ben Yahweh, must suffer many things. It's a lot of things he's going to go through. And be rejected. That's another key point. Because a lot of y'all fulfilling prophecy. Because he's telling you that when Yahweh ben Yahweh come, the Son Yahweh come, he's gonna be rejected of men. As it states in Isaiah 52, the suffering servant. So, as you can see, he says, the Son of Man must suffer, must endure. The word suffer is translated down here in the study note as endure. He must endure many things. Praise Yahweh. Yes, the Son of Yahweh, ben Yahweh, must endure many things. See, it's a lot of things that the Son Yahweh or the Son Yahweh ben Yahweh was going to have to go through. Many things he was going to have to go through. His followers trying to turn him into the feds. People making all types of accusations against him. He got to come up against a government just to deliver his people. And not only that, he got to deal with his people, fighting them to get them to see this truth who he is. Praise God. But blessed are your eyes, for they do see, and blessed are your ears, for they do hear. For many prophets wish they could have heard what you are hearing today, and they have not heard it. Praise Yahweh. So yes, brothers and sisters, Yahweh ben Yahweh is all in the scriptures. Let's go down to verse 23. Jump down here to verse 23 with me. Hold up, this light. My light is messing. Verse 23. Yes, brothers and sisters. So, check this out. Jump down. We're still in Luke chapter 9. Jump down to verse 26. 9:26. And let's get the shock of your life. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. I love this. It reads, because remember up here in verse 21, he commanded them. He commanded them. And the translation say he strictly instructed them. He strictly instructed them and told them not to tell nobody that he was the Messiah, or none of those answers that they gave him when he asked them, who do you say that I am? And Peter said, I say you are the Christ of Yahweh. And he said, hold up, wait a minute. Don't tell no man that thing. Don't tell nobody that thing. Don't you go around telling people that I'm the Messiah, that I'm the one that they was waiting on. But he goes on to say, because the Son of Man, he must suffer many things when he come, and be rejected of the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, and be slain, and be raised the third day. Okay, I want to take my time with this. I'm so excited, man. There's just so much stuff here. But I got to slow it down a little bit, because I asked you to go to verse 26. But it's still something there in verse 22 that we have to address. So first of all, he's saying the Son of Man must, like he have to do this. This one of the criterias of whoever say they the Son of Man when they come. They gonna have to suffer or endure many things. It ain't gonna be easy. Because trying to be the Son of Man, you coming to raise a whole nation. You coming up against one of the superpowers of the government. Superpowers of government. You coming up against a whole bunch of stiff-necked and hard-hearted people. People of your own kind. He say, I come to my own kind and they receive me not. In John 5:43. So the Son of Man, when he do come, this is one of the criterias that he's going to have to meet. He's going to have to endure a lot of things. Because think about it. They threw Yahweh ben Yahweh in prison for something he ain't even do. And he was enduring that, still teaching in the prison. We have teachings with Yahweh ben Yahweh while he in the tomb. Still breaking bread with us all the way until the end. That's why the Bible says those that endure to the end. Because a lot of brothers, that I know, like, no disrespect, like Malachi Z. York. He ain't endured to the end. He took a plea bargain, brothers and sisters. He took a plea bargain. That ain't enduring to the end. That ain't what a Messiah do. Take a plea bargain. So, to stay on topic, the Son of Man, he's telling you going to have to endure a lot of things. He must suffer a lot of things. And be rejected. And be rejected. We're going to have to go get the definition of rejected, brothers and sisters, because that's one of the criterias that he's going to have to also fit too. He's going to have to fit that criteria. Reject. Let's get this word reject. Because this one of the criterias, like I said. The Son of Man, the Son of Man, the Son Yahweh ben Yahweh must be rejected. This is one of the criterias that he fit. He is rejected. And the definition of reject is to refuse, to accept, consider, submit to, take for some purpose or use. Stop right there. Let's go back to the top of that definition. To refuse to accept. So when the Son of Man come, when Yahweh ben Yahweh get here, the people will refuse to accept him as who he say he is. They're going to refuse his person, his persona. They're going to refuse to consider his persona, him as Yahweh ben Yahweh the Son, the self-proclaimed. Of course he's going to be self-proclaimed because y'all definitely is not going to proclaim him. That's what make this a supernatural phenomenon. Nobody knew the day or hour. Nobody knew who he was going to be, where he was going to come from. So to refuse to accept, they refuse to consider. And then you got to go look up the definitions of accept, because that's what you refuse to do. You refuse to consider. That's what you're refusing to do. And this is the key. Submit to. A lot of my brothers and sisters out there of the Hebrew Israelite community, especially you elders of these Hebrew Israelite camps or whatever you have out here. Especially you, because the book say he's going to be rejected of the elders. Matter of fact, that's where a lot of this rejection is coming from, the elders of Israel. It was going on 1900 years ago, and it's still going on at his coming. See, Yahweh said he's the God, he's the same God today as he was yesterday. He's the same God today as he was yesterday. There's nothing new under the sun. The things that was, it shall be. That's what it says in the book of Ecclesiastes. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh is rejected, brothers and sisters. Y'all reject Yahweh ben Yahweh. The government rejected Yahweh ben, his own people. As it is to this day. You got Hebrew Israelite camps out there. When somebody that come across one of your platforms, you put up their ex Yahweh ben Yahweh follower, or Yahweh ben Yahweh follower, or Hulon Mitchell, he was a murderer, he was this and he was that, and the name ain't Yahweh. See, y'all reject it and you don't even consider what's going on. What do them 4 letters mean, brothers and sisters? When you translate the Y, the H, the W, H, give me that in Hebrew, what that is, because that's what Yahweh ben Yahweh came teaching. Don't try to get hung up on the name Yahweh and all this and make that the issue. Because Yod He Wav He, you understand? We know what he was teaching. He knew what he was doing. He didn't make any mistakes. Praise Yahweh. So, to be rejected, brothers and sisters, is to refuse to accept or consider or submit to. Y'all didn't want to submit to Yahweh ben Yahweh or under the authority or rulership of Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Son of Man. The same issue. Who didn't want to submit? These elders, these priests, the chief priests, his people, his own people. You think when the Son of Yahweh come, everybody gonna be all, oh yeah, here he come, there you go. No, the majority of you people will reject him. Many are called and few are chosen. So all of you that have not chosen, you are part of that many that didn't choose. You are the ones that didn't have eyes to see and ears to hear the Spirit of Yahweh speaking through Yahweh ben Yahweh. You caught up on what the government told you about what he did, about this and about all of these allegations that was coming from devils, wicked people that don't follow Yahweh, that don't follow the commandments, that don't know about the prophecies, huh? They don't know. They lost. And you got information from those type of people, people that didn't take the time out to study to show themselves approved about Yahweh ben Yahweh. So, as we proceed with this definition, it says refuse to hear. Not only that, you ain't want to submit to Yahweh ben Yahweh. You ain't wanted to come build the nation of Yahweh. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh established a bona fide nation as it is this day. It's called the Nation of Yahweh. It is recognized as a bona fide religion. They call it. I got a special treat for y'all today. I got a very special treat for y'all today. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is this treat? Here it is right here. Because I'm tired of hearing what people got to say. And, you know, the government, they can only hide the truth for so long. You can't hide light. Darkness, you can't hide light. You understand? It's too bright. That's why the children that sat in darkness, we seen a great light. It wasn't just any kind of light. This light was so bright. what we have here. So one day I was in the library researching, right? And I looked, and I was researching the name Yahweh. I was just doing my research on Yahweh. So I looked in the back of this dictionary, and remind you, this years ago. I was so excited. I had to get that book. I had to get that page, brothers and sisters. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. It says Yahweh, YHWH, right? So I'm going to read it to you. It says Yahweh, CYHWH. See? So when I looked up the name, I looked up Yahweh, and it said Yahweh. It says C also YHWH. There go your Yod Hey Wav Hey. And it says Yahweh ben Yahweh, 1935, founder of the Nation of Yahweh, who teaches that African Americans are members of the lost tribe of Judah. See also African Americans, North America, and new religions among. Stop right there. I'm going to show it to you one more time. See right where I got my, let me see, right there where I have my hands, as you can see. This came out of an encyclopedia out of the library. So, guess who these people, see, where your leaders at? This one I want to ask y'all other Hebrew Israelite camps. No offense to y'all. Y'all doing a great work out there. And you also bringing about a great work of confusion amongst our people. Because you don't got your doctrines correct. That's another topic and another study I'll be getting in with. But all of y'all are out of order. You don't have the true teachings. This is the one piece of the puzzle that you all are missing. This what bring about the end, brothers and sisters. They don't want this to be true because it's going to cause an uproar amongst the people. Because they going to say, why y'all lied to us about the Messiah? This man was here all along and y'all tried to, you see, praise Yahweh. So I just thought that I'd share that with y'all. I got a lot of receipts too, brothers and sisters. So, as I was saying, let's go back to the definition. I'm having fun. Y'all all right? I'm having fun with this. So, Yahweh ben Yahweh, as I just showed you, he is, and he documented. Whether he on the FBI files, whether he was in the newspapers, whether he was on national TV. This was a big case now. This was big in this day and time. They tried to keep this from us who will be born in this generation because they know we're going to come back and tell the truth. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. This one of them truths right here, brothers and sisters. So, as we see, refuse to hear Yahweh ben Yahweh. Why y'all refuse to hear Yahweh ben Yahweh? You heard everything that the government said concerning him. And you ain't heard one message from Yahweh ben Yahweh. You ain't heard none of his teachings. If you follow his teachings, you'll be a perfect man. Your life will change. What's his teachings? They're coming out of the Bible. See, the scripture has manifest. See, the Bible say the earth is eagerly waiting on the manifestations of the sons of Yahweh, of the sons of God. They waiting on us to manifest ourselves. But you refuse to hear Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh is documented. Like I said, where are your camp leaders? Where are the people who you learned from? Where they at? What are their documentations? See, you can't separate Yahweh ben Yahweh from his works. He said, if you don't believe me for my name's sake, check me out for my work's sake. So y'all gonna have to, it's time to tighten up, man, because we bringing out some heavy information that nobody want to talk. As a matter of fact, what I know, they can't talk about. They could talk about it, but they don't know it from the perspective that I know. You understand? They don't know. I'm Shem Yahweh ben Yahweh. I'm of Yahweh and ben Yahweh. You understand? He and my Father, we are all one. See? One. Praise Yahweh. So, to refuse to hear, receive, or admit. See, y'all refuse to hear this information. This is what it means to be, this is what he was going to have to go through prior to his rejection. Y'all rejected him. Refusing to hear his message. Refusing to receive him or admit this truth about him. To throw back. One rejected as not wanted, unsatisfactory, or not fulfilling requirements. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh was one that was rejected of the Hebrew Israelite community, brothers and sisters. Here it is. This is the one y'all out there preaching about, waiting on to come and all this. You doing the same thing the Christians doing. They still waiting on Jesus to come out the cloud, and you still waiting right along with them for whatever they waiting on.